Happy New Year, YouTubers. It's Vince Romano 26 here, and I have an eBay sales report for you all going from January 3rd to January 7th, 2016. So this is my very first eBay sales report for the year. So woohoo! Happy 2016! Also today, I know Dad's probably not going to be watching this, but today is his 49th birthday, so make sure you wish him a happy birthday, and I will let him know in the comments. Or no. I will let him know that you all wished him a happy birthday when I see the comments section, hopefully. So before I get to the sales report, I do want to let you all know that we just set up at the DC Big Flea in Chantilly, Virginia. If any of you have never heard of this, be sure to look it up on the internet. It's a really, really huge flea market. It's really more of an antiques market and collectibles market. So we have a bunch of stuff set up in our booth, and I did do a Periscope on it. If you haven't already checked that out, make sure you go to the Periscope app and you can follow me. It's at Vince Romano. I'll link it down below. And we just had a great time, and we're ready to sell, and we're ready to make some little extra cash, especially after all the money spent during the holidays. And a lot of people have gotten money for Christmas, and I know they're probably itching to spend it, and it's burning a hole in their pocket. So that's fun, and we're going to be setting up tomorrow and Sunday. I will do a Periscope of the completed booth tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. But anywho, let's get to the sales report. Before I start, I spent a total of $34.41 on this report, and I made $150.21, and I will show you guys what I sold. Very first item today to sell was this Pampered Chef Apple Peeler Core Slicer Stand. I picked that up at the charity thrift store near my college campus for $3 or $4, and I sold it for $10.51. The buyer did pay shipping, and it is going overseas. Here's what it looks like. Here's what the box looks like. Here's what the item looked like. It was brand new, never used. It came with the original instructions, completely sturdy, or at least I think it is. And here's what it looks like all in the box. I just wrapped that up in some wrap, I guess you could say, like shipping wrap, and it's already out. We just shipped a bunch of that stuff today. Next item to sell that also went internationally was the 1960s, what did I put in the description? 1960s pastel yellow Western Electric rotary dial telephone. I picked this up at a flea market, I'd say maybe at the beginning of last year when flea market season picked up, for $10. And I sold it for $24.20. However, this was pure profit from the 3 items that I picked up. Unfortunately, the haul video that I did for this phone was deleted, and I don't have any reason why it did that. Or I can't speak. I don't know why YouTube deleted it, or maybe I accidentally deleted it. I'm not 100% sure. But I bought a brass wall scones for maybe the 40s, 50s, or 60s, and that was $5, and then I bought the phone for $10, and then I bought a shadow box for $5. So I spent $20 with the guy. I listed the wall scones on eBay for starting, I think, at like $10. I got an email from a customer who was interested, and she said, would you do, I think it was like $30 or something like that. And I said I was really hoping to get 50. Would you do 40? And she said yes. So I sold that scones for $40. So this is pure profit. So I spent $20 with that guy, and so far I've made $64.20 off of it. So that was a really good find. And the buyer did pay shipping. That's going to Israel. And here's what it looks like. Totally from a different era. I mean, we don't ever see phones like this anymore. I mean, just the color and just look at the area code. I mean, 301, so maybe it wasn't as old as I thought, but originally it was like 5727363. I should have tried calling that number to see if it was still in existence. But yeah, this is what it looked like. Rotary dial phone. Kids, if you're watching this, this is exactly what my parents used and what my grandparents used. And possibly yours too. Next item to sell is another piece that I picked up from that garage sale that I spent $20 at, with a bunch of like scarves and clothing and just a bunch of mismatchy items. So this is the 1977 girder and panel action building set. Skyscraper with a working elevator. It had most of the pieces, I think, to it. I put in the description that I didn't know if all the pieces were there, and just I didn't want to count all these pieces. It's from 1977. It had a Toys R Us sticker on the bottom of it. I think after I pieced it all out, it came to like $1.15 each. So I paid $1.15 for this and sold it for $15, and the buyer did pay shipping. Here's what it came with, all these pieces. I don't know if that's clear or not. That looks very, very fuzzy. But here's what it looked like with the instructions. Yeah, these pictures didn't turn out really well at all. Now that I look at it, that's pretty bad. But it had all 4 platforms, so that was a good sign. And again, I only paid $1.15 for it, and I sold it for $15. Next item to sell is this Vera Bradley retired pattern Paisley meets plaid trifold wallet. It was in beautiful condition when I found it, and there might be some dog hair on it because you guys know I live with a really sweet 6-year-old black lab named Sassy. I don't know if I ever got her into any of my Periscopes, but yeah, there's dog hair on it, as with everything else that I own. But yeah, this came, I think I bought this at a flea market from a guy who I always got deals from, and I think this wallet was like $3 or $4. So here's what the back of it looks like. Here's what the trifold comes from. There's a side on here, and then if you flip it over, there's another side for credit cards and other cards. It's got this in it, and then here's what it looks like on the inside. Really, really clean. It didn't look like there were any stains or anything on it. And then here's what the change pocket looked for. Again, I picked this up for $3 or $4, and I sold it for $16.99, and the buyer did pay shipping of $2.74. So yeah, definitely be on the lookout for your Vera Bradley pieces. I know that chain stores like Unique and Goodwill and possibly Salvation Army know what they have when it comes to Vera Bradley, so they priced it up. So don't ever get it from there. Get it from your charity shops. Get it from your flea markets if you can. And definitely look up the pattern and look up the actual item that you have. Because I used to just auction these. And when I realized that some of the patterns were worth a lot more, I decided to buy it now because you'll get your money back. Next item is another Pampered Chef item that I picked up, I think, at the last flea market that we went to for 2014. I picked up this Pampered Chef Herb Keeper, brand new in the box. It was completely new. This factory plastic was still on it. There was no rubbing of the plastic or anything. It was brand new with the instructions in the box. That came with a lot of stuff that I paid $5 for. I think it was like 6 items for $5, so I paid $1.25 each. And I sold this one for $7. So I sold a brand new in the box Cookie Monster Wilton cake pan for $5 back last holiday season. So this was pure profit. So I was happy about that. Next item to sell is this 1998 Tiger Electronics Furby that I picked up at a charity shop. It wasn't the one by my college campus, it was another one. So originally I think I paid $2 or $3.99 and then 20% off of that, so I got this for $2.41, $2.51. I was expecting to get more because I saw that a lot of these were selling for the $30 to $40 range, but it was alright because I only spent $2.41 on it, so I got it and I sold it for $8, and shipping was not all that bad, so that's fine by me. Another thing that you want to look for when you're out picking are the Playmobile not game pieces, like toy pieces. So I picked up a Perfection game, and I picked up a Pokemon Emerald game. I bought all that stuff for, I think it was, I don't even remember, $4, something like that. $2 or $3, again, I don't remember. So this octopus and these skeletons were all marked Playmobil. And this was just like a gumball machine prize, but I threw it in because it kind of went with it. So again, I bought this for $8.50. Or no, I sold it for $8.50, sorry, and I paid like 50 cents for them. So that was a good find. So be on the lookout for the Playmobil toy pieces, because those can sell for a lot of money. Oh, I didn't scroll down for this one, sorry. Next item to sell is this 1960s, 70s sparkling champagne light-up bar sign. And it was in really, really good condition. I assume it was new old stock because the cord was wrapped like it was professionally done in a factory, so it looked as if it was never, ever used. So it doesn't really look any different from the lighting because of the camera, but I bought this for $5 and I sold it for $15. I was expecting maybe 20 or 25, but you know, I've been having luck selling this kind of stuff, and if I price it at $15, it'll sell. Okay, this was probably the best purchase of this report. For those of you who watched my, I don't remember what haul video it was, but I'll link it in a card up above, so if you want to click that, go ahead. Click it, come on, and you know you want to. So I picked up the 4 Vera Bradley crossbody bags. They were at the charity thrift store. They were in a bin of purses, and all the purses were $5 each. But the person that checked me out, I thought that they were $3 each, so I ended up getting 4 of them for $9. This one just sold last night for $29.99, and the buyer did pay shipping. So that was a good score on my part, and it's clean. Like, there's no scuffs or stains or anything. I didn't see that at all. Inside was beautiful, no rips, fading, anything. And then, of course, I included the wallet, so that went in with the $30, and I think I spent $2 or $3 on that, so that was perfect. So I made a pure profit, and the rest of those bags are pure profit, but I have to get them listed because I want my money back now. And then the last pieces that I sold were these, I should probably start doing this from now on. I bought this set of, well, it wasn't a set. I bought a whole bag of, like, McDonald's toys from the 80s and 90s, and the My Little Ponies were in there. They range from the year 1983 all the way to 1986. They're marked Hong Kong. I think they were made by Hasbro. So I paid $5 for the whole bag, and I just took out the ponies because I knew the My Little Ponies would sell online, especially for those of you who lived through the 1980s know that My Little Pony was very, very popular and still is today. So I decided to throw these up online, and I got a lot of watchers on them. I think I got like 20-some watchers on them. I started them out at $8, and then they went up to $15.53, so that was a good profit, and I donated all those other toys because those Happy Meal toys are just not worth anything on eBay. There's so many of them out there nowadays, so I said, no, I'm not gonna bother with that. So, yeah, that is my eBay sales report. If you like this video, leave a comment down below. If you're not already subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Be sure to follow me on Periscope, and you can check it out right here. Go ahead and check that out, and you can follow me on Periscope. It'll be the same picture of me that I have for my YouTube channel icon, so make sure you check me out because I definitely love filming live for you guys just so you guys can see what I'm doing. And thank you all for watching.